Life Lessons 10 Surah Yunus, verse 107. And if Allah touches you with harm, none can undo it except Him. And if He intends good for you, none can withhold His bounty. He grants it to whoever He wills of His servants. And He is the all-forgiving, most merciful. Bismillah. So yes, the whole Qur'an is shifa and commandments and guidance for us, but there are just places in the Qur'an that leave you in awe of Allah's mercy and absolute power, when there is left just no room for any doubt or questions. Similar is the case in this ayah. Allah Ta'ala clearly and literally straightforwardly tells us that if He Almighty wishes to bring upon any of us any harm, then nobody at all can undo it except Him. Let me share a practical example so you can understand it more clearly. Let's share a true story from a Muslim sister. A few years ago, I and my husband were coming back from vacation and we were on the bridge which met at the end of the highway. It was very early morning, so there was very less traffic. Suddenly, we saw a truck coming from the wrong side. It was heading straight towards our car. My husband tried to speed up to the other lane to save us from the collision. Alhamdulillah, we were saved from the truck, but the car lost its balance. It hit the bridge bar and in seconds, I felt that we were no more on the ground. The car was going off the bridge. For a second, I felt that my eyes are shutting and someone took me into the air. I recited whatever I remember in that moment and then didn't remember why it became so dark. After a while, I heard some noises, and someone was calling my name repeatedly. Few others were saying, "Break the window, break the door." I opened my eyes and saw my husband near my window side. Our car fell sideways to the ground. Somehow my husband came out, but I lost my consciousness due to shock. As people saw that I am conscious, they tried to take me out of the window. I told them I can come out myself. Alhamdulillah, I made it. For a while, we both were surprised how come we survived the fall of a 15 to 20 feet high bridge. My husband had minor scratches, while I had muscular injuries on my left side, but nothing was serious. The car was completely damaged from the side and front. Whoever was looking at the car and then to us, they said definitely it's a miracle that passenger and driver survived. We survived the collision with the truck, but it was Allah's will that we hit that bridge. Ultimately, He had written more years of life for us, so we came out of that accident safely, and today, I am sharing this experience with you. Smiley face. Indeed, if Allah wills to bestow any good upon us, no one at all in the entire universe is able to withhold that blessing and bounty from us. Yes, only He can remove that harm if He wills. What can you do to make Him avert it from you? Make dua. Make lots of dua to Allah to protect you from all kinds of calamities that have been destined and which you fear. Dua is a really powerful tool, and Allah loves to see His slave asking Him out of fear and hope. You see Allah's love and compassion? You see how we are never at a loss when you have Allah by your side? He bestows His favors upon whomsoever He wills. Life lessons we learn from this profound ayah: that our heart should always be at rest and have full tawakkul that Allah has control of overall harm and good that inflicts us. We as slaves and His poor slaves should always ask Allah of His bounty and seek refuge from His anger and wrath. We learn this from the following hadith. Don't forget to learn it by heart, insha'Allah. O Allah, I seek protection against your wrath in your pleasure. I seek protection in your pardon against your chastisement. I am not capable of enumerating praise of you. You are as you have lauded yourself. Reference, Riyadh as-Salihin 1430, in book reference, book 15, hadith 23. Do dua like the following: O Allah, I ask you for well-being in this world and in the hereafter. O Allah, I ask you for forgiveness and well-being in my religious and worldly affairs, and my family and my wealth. O Allah, conceal my faults and keep me safe from the things that I fear. O Allah, protect me from in front and from behind, and on my right and on my left and from above, and I seek refuge in your greatness from receiving unexpected harm from beneath me. Also say, in the name of Allah, who with His name nothing can cause harm in the earth nor in the heavens, and He is the all-hearing, the all-knowing. 3 times, whoever recites it in the morning will not be afflicted by any calamity before evening, and whoever recites it in the evening will not be overtaken by any calamity before morning. We should always have a good and positive attitude when making dua to Allah Ta'ala. And then when we really implement this ayah with this optimist behavior, we will see how our life changes and how our life concerns stop worrying us, because we know we have the most powerful being by our side.